For homework assignment 4, you'll create a menu-driven interface to maintain a list of scores. Your menu will include 4 choices: 1 to exit, 2 to list all the scores from highest to lowest, 3 to add a score to the list, and the scores need to be floating point numbers, and 4, choose to display the highest and the lowest score. Your program should start out by first creating a list that includes 3 values, 3 initial values. Then you'll use an if-else construct to make sure that the menu selections are correct. So menu choices 1, 2, 3, or 4. And then also when the user enters a score for number 3 here, menu selection 3, that score is in the range of 0 to 100. If it's not in the range, let the user know, hey, this score is too low or this score is too high. For number 2, to display the scores from highest to lowest, first use the sort method to sort the list, and then the reverse method to reverse the order of the items. Use a for loop to neatly display each item in the list. For number 4, to display the highest and lowest scores, first sort the list and then reverse it. The first item in the list, use the index of the first item to get the highest score, and then use the len function to find out how many items are in the list. Subtract 1 from that, and that gives you the index of the lowest score. When you display the scores, make sure that you always display 2 values to the right of the decimal point. You can do that using the format specifiers. As a reminder, format specifiers are in the Canon book, Chapter 1, Formatting Strings. And make sure that you have header comments at the top of your program. All right, here's how the program should work. Your program will display a menu of selections. When the program starts up, you'll create a list with 3 items in it, and from the menu selections, if you select number 2, the items in the list are displayed. You can do this with a for loop, and you can control the number of digits to the right of the decimal point using format specifiers. These are described in Chapter 1 of the Canon book under Formatting Strings. The list will vary in length, so you can add items to the list. We add a score by selecting menu item 3. Then a score, let's say 47.21345. Okay, if we display the list again, menu selection 2, we see that score has been added to the list. Not only has it been added, but the digits are controlled with the format specifier rounding off to just 2. And the list is shown in descending order. So you can do that with the sort method, the list sort method, and the reverse method. Again, using the for loop to display each item in the list. Okay, if we select number 4, then we show the highest and the lowest scores. You can do this by using indexes. So the 0 index shows the first item in the list, and the last index is going to change depending on how many items you have in the list. But you can use the len function to find out how many items are in there, and the index of the last one will be 1 less than the number of items in the list because the index starts at 0. All right, so the 4th item will be index 3, but you don't have to care what the exact number is. Just use the len function to compute the number of items, subtract 1, and there's your last index. Very important in programming is secure programming, and one of the ways you securely program is to perform input validation. So if we enter a value that's outside the range of the number of items in the menu, let's say we select number 5, that's no good. We catch it. We use an if-else construct to make sure that there's only 4 choices that are accepted, 1, 2, 3, or 4. And we tell the user that the input selection was incorrect and what they can put in there. All right, and that's one place where we can do input validation. Another place we could do it is with adding a score. So the valid range is 0 to 100. If we try 105, we tell the user, no, 105 is too high. Scores must be between 0 and 100. Similarly, if we try and add a negative score, we tell the user, no, -5 is too low. Scores must be between 0 and 100. We could take it one step further using try except to catch all the fat-fingered things people might do when they try and enter data. But that's a little bit beyond the scope of this homework assignment.